Well, floorball fans, it's almost time for prime floorball action here between the Texas 39ers and the Ohio Aviators. This is the third match on the first day of play from our second weekend in the 2024 NAFL season. Floorball fans, we're coming to you live from F&M Bank Arena in Clarksville, Tennessee, getting ready for what's set to be an electric matchup between the new-look Texas 39ers and the Ohio Aviators, who are hungry to establish themselves in the run for the Troy Cup. And now heading down for the face-off. It'll be Alvin Jansen versus Hannes Carlson. Recovery by the 39ers. Texas coming into this match undefeated, 3-0 after the first weekend of play. They're looking to continue their dominance and prove it wasn't just a fluke beginning, but Ohio's not going to make it easy for them. Tim Anderson-Carlson shot attempt sails high in the air, recovered by number 35, Peter Schlad. Both teams sending out their best in the match today. Some line changes here from the Ohio Aviators. It'll be interesting to see how their mix of talent is able to play here. Ohio's a team that is dominated by NAFL veterans. Most of their team returners to the league for at least their second season. But we're seeing some players out there, including captain number 9, Zach Mellon, who just passed the ball to Justin Knight. In his third year in the NAFL, as many say, first ballot Hall of Famer. He's going to look to lead his team to a victory today. The Aviators have had a tough stretch to start off their season. They're 1-2, but that doesn't tell the full story. They have fought hard in every single game. They came out in the season opener with a hard-fought overtime loss to the Fresno Force and a loss in a penalty shootout, their second game to the Minnesota Growlers. But they left Texas on a win, and they're going to look to continue that momentum. Anderson-Carlson driving here for the 39ers. Shot wide right, out of bounds. It's going to be a hit in here for the Ohio Aviators. This match is refereed by some of the best in the business. Yanni Shorin and Vince Faso, the referees for today's match. Grenapin facing pressure there from Luz, able to chip the ball back to Grenapin. Going behind the goal, he'll get it around on the angle to Taylor Walsh. Texas already aggressive in their defense, and it's paying off. Ohio can't get the passing game started just yet. Henrik Lou, far side, pass sails wide, goes down to Hampus Fludmar in his own territory. Close wing, Oscar Liliegran passes behind himself to Fludmar. Smith and Alejandro, the Canadians, the up men here for the Aviators defense. Fludmar looking deep to Liliegran in the box, saved by Peter Schlad. Grenapin trying to break out, the ball with some sail to it. Off to the right post, no good on the shot attempt, but Ohio still looking to take flight here early in the first period as the Aviators mount what could be their first sustained offensive of the match. Kalaharstedt, close wing. Send it in the air to Walsh. Kempo Rosian overshooting him. Grenapin able to get the angle around Lou, but Alejandro facing a tight battle for possession. He'll draw a foul. It's going to be an Aviators free hit. Heading to the court now for the Ohio Aviators. You see number 24, Andreas Blixt, coming to the court. He is owner, coach, operator, and player of the Ohio Aviators. He's certainly done a great job developing the talent on this team. They started last season with a core of NAFL veterans from the former Utah Raptors, and they've only added year after year, especially adding a lot of the Canadian talent previously a part of the Fresno Force since the NAFL's inaugural season. Okeson, shot attempt from deep, curves left, off the boards, goes to Derek Moser, number 93, the American. He'll pass to William Johnson, captain of the 39ers squad. Tyler Lee takes it in the far corner as Ohio retreats. 3 minutes have passed in this first period, still scoreless here, live from Clarksville, Tennessee. Peter Lindgren, number 21, halting on the far side. Lindgren, another coach/player for the Texas squad here. He's a returner from last season, as well as William Johnson, team captain. Both fighting hard, but not having a lot of success. Last year, when the Texas franchise was known as the Texas Tornadoes, they logged a 1-9 record on the season, so certainly a 3-0 start has been a welcome surprise for those who have returned to the Texas franchise. Zach Mellon, far corner. The pass in the center to Philip Lundmark, losing control. Jonsson far side, Anderson Carlson back to Jonsson. He'll lose control underneath himself. Zach Mellon able to get to the ball. Now it's Kalle Brorsen. Not a lot of elegance on that pass, and it's stolen by Anderson Carlson, looking behind himself to Jonsson. Hannes Carlson, El Pistolero, able to keep him away, but before Philip Lundmark can get a fast break off, it's going to be called a foul. Free hit here for the 39ers. 16:08 remaining in the first period. Anderson Carlson set to take this hit in critical Ohio territory. To Jonsson. He finds Lindgren, but the double reverse is stopped up there by great defense from the Aviators. Hit out of bounds there by Carlson. It's going to be another 39ers ball. 39ers have come out with a lot of explosivity and really aggressive defense running the full court press. It's paid off for them so far as they've done a great job of keeping the ball in Ohio territory consistently to start off this first period. In the center, Jonsson takes the pass from Lindgren. Far wing, Anderson Carlson. That's where he loves to camp out. That pass going a little wild. Kalle Brorsen able to get there before Peter Lindgren, but he's able to come away with it still. Driving on the close wing. Cross court, Anderson Carlson from the center lane. Looking for a sweep. The shot saved by Schlad. A little chippy there in center court. Lindgren able to come away with it. He'll pass it to Anderson Carlson behind the Aviators goal line. The pass to Janssen, failed Zorro attempt, but Silecek still able to recover there. The Czech floorball influencer, Bombardak, being pushed into his own territory by Lundmark. Janssen cross court to Lindgren as Lou comes in and Texas makes substitutions. Lou to Paul Brandt. Alejandro playing up here for the Aviators defense. Hampus Fludmar. The pass close wing to Liljegren. Alejandro and Smith now upping the pressure, staying around the three-quarter court line between the legs of Alejandro. Far side, Paul Brandt looking to get the angle on Grenipin, unable to. He's going to have to pass behind himself where Alejandro's waiting around Lou. 2-on-1 battle for possession. The ball's chipped up and away out of bounds. And now Texas looking to recover quickly. Kempa Rosian unable to get the shot attempt off. Number 34, Rosian for the 39ers, is going to be a player to watch this game. He came out for a big way, scoring 6 goals in one match for the 39ers in the first weekend of play. He is a high-octane player, and whenever he, Liljegren, and Anderson Carlson find their way into an enemy territory, it's a dangerous sight for the Aviators. Players to watch are going to be number 61, Matt Smith, leading the second line and helping that depth on the Ohio Aviators team to have just as much skill and ability, stamina, and energy as the first. And, of course, number 8 on the first line, Philip Lundmark. He is quick, he is sneaky, and he has some of the best stick handling in the NAFL. He's something of a magician. Rosian on the counterattack to Liljegren, shot high over the goal. It's going to be a hit in here for the Aviators. Compared to our games earlier today, this one is low scoring so far. Both teams doing a great job of canceling out the other strengths and weaknesses and making this an even competition so far. Osterström goes across to Kortmach. He's got Åkesson on far side. He'll go instead in the center to Nilsson. Back to Åkesson. Nilsson far side, got some space in front of him. He'll pass across looking for Åkesson and finds Kortmach instead. Moser on him on defense. Kortmach in traffic, passes out to Felix Osterström in Aviators territory. Off the boards, Andreas Blix now with a look, goes in the box and bounces off the body of Moser. Tyler Lee now facing pressure from Åkesson. He gets it out to Moser, but Åkesson not giving up the pursuit just yet. William Jonsson now recovering towards his own crease. He'll pass far side to Tyler Lee. Blix, the up man for the Aviators defense currently. Connor on the far side. The pass back to Lee. Moser far side to Lee. Jonsson in center. Åkesson coming to meet him. He'll go across court. Nobody's home, but Moser able to recover the pass to Jonsson. Forced over the boards. That's going to draw a foul. It'll be a free hit here for the 39ers after that contact. Sends number 22, Ludvig Jonsson, over into the Aviators bench. The Aviators not gaining a lot of traction yet in this first period. The 39ers doing a better job of maintaining the counterattacks here. Anderson Carlson shot goes off the body of number 13, the Knight Rider, Justin Knight. Hit in here for the 39ers once more. Lindgren to Anderson Carlson, out to Silecek at the point. Silecek off the boards, finds Janssen. Janssen over to Jonsson. Zach Mellon, team captain of the Aviators, pursuing him. Hannes Carlson, El Pistolero, able to come away with the ball and send it to the boards, but still Texas with possession. Lundmark finally able to come away with it in traffic, 3-on-1. Texas able to get the ball back. Lindgren in his own territory, driving down far side. Lundmark trying to cut off the back passing lane. They get it over to Anderson Carlson. Shot saved by Slod. Back to Anderson Carlson on the wing, but he's facing a lot more defense this time. He'll pass out to Peter Lindgren. And now Lundmark on the counterattack for the Aviators. The spin, will he shoot? No, it goes off the foot there of Silecek. Carlson's shot goes straight into the body of Niklas Larsson, goalkeeper for the 39ers. Anderson Carlson with some momentum, ball shipped away there by Knight. Anderson Carlson versus Knight on the close wing. Struggling to stay with it. The ball goes to Knight. The ball bounced there off the foot of referee Yanni Sjoren. Kalle Harstedt set to take the ball here for the Aviators. It'll come to a face-off. Looks like number 92, Oscar Liljegren, setting up to take it for the 39ers. Not a lot of shots on goal so far this game. Only 5 between the two teams. 3 for Texas, 2 for the Aviators. Matt Smith with an opportunity to change that, but he'll lose the ball to his left, and it's going to go to Floorball off the backboards. Over to Paulbrand. Alejandro backing up now. Liljegren with a lot of room in the center, driving down. He has no support. It goes off the legs of Kalle Harstedt when he makes the shot attempt. Falou trying to recover. Shot sails wide right, out of bounds. Kalle Harstedt set to take the ball here for the Aviators. He'll pass to number 77, Cedric Renepin. Alou and Rosian, the upmen here for the 39ers defense. He's able to chip the ball away and gets it around Grenepin. Saved by Slod and shipped out of the box by Taylor Walsh, number 15. Since day one in the NAFL, Taylor Walsh has been a phenomenal field player defenseman. Trying to get the ball to his teammate Alejandro. High stick call. It's going to be a free hit here for the Aviators. Matt Smith taking point here. Motioning Grenepin. Grenepin, ball chipped away by Rosian, but it gets back to Smith. Over to Grenepin on the far side. Saved off the helmet of Larsson. Fludmar and 2-on-1. Go with a high pass over to number 37, Carl Paulbrand, driving down with some space, trying to get the angle on Matt Smith. He's able to, but a pass behind himself, but it goes off the foot there of Smith. Walsh chipping it back up to his teammate from the Canadian floorball team, Matt Smith. What's interesting is this line now has seen some changes from what we originally saw. The Aviators started this match intermixing some of their Swedish talent with the Canadians on this line. But now we're seeing more of a mismatch here, especially as the Aviators unable to complete a full line substitution until now, bringing the third line out to the court. They've also switched around Albin Nilsson, normally a member of the first line, paired with his veteran NAFL talent that he's played with every season, Zach Mellon and Philip Lundmark, and they've put him on the third line now, trying to distribute more of their first line talent across their depth chart. A problem that the Aviators have found themselves in is not being able to finish throughout matches. They've been lucky and they've been able to come back and make a lot of games close that weren't necessarily before, but perhaps Coach Andreas Blixt is trying to ensure they never get in that position in the first place. Jonsson here on the counteroffensive sends the ball, but nobody's looking and nobody's home. Blixt unable to get to the ball there. Off a hold from William Jonsson. It's going to be awarded to the Aviators. Osterström to Åkesson. He's got Kortmans far side. Åkesson coming around in the center. They'll go down to Osterström around the goal line. They'll chip it over to Albin Nilsson in his own territory. Less than 10 minutes remaining in the first period. Still scoreless here in F&M Arena in Clarksville, Tennessee. Osterström driving off the post, staying in bounds. Case Connor fielding it, but he'll send it straight out to his former teammate, Albin Nilsson. The two of them playing for the Utah Raptors in the inaugural season of the NAFL. Substitutions in here for Texas. Tim Anderson Carlson there, upset with his teammate Tyler Lee for not passing the ball earlier and noticing the substitutions. Lindgren at the point here for the 39ers offense. First line's out for both squads. Go to Silecek, close wing. Shot saved by Slod, straight into his hands. Anderson Carlson keeping the press up, forcing a deeper pass to Hannes Carlson. Justin Knight, close side. Back to Mellon. In the center, he'll find Calabrorsen, far side, looking for Carlson. It sails wide. Lindgren sending it into center court. Albin Janssen with a pass to Anderson Carlson, far side. Trying to kick it out behind himself. Zach Mellon is staying on him. Janssen now in double team coverage, trying to get the ball around. Hannes Carlson, El Pistolero with an opportunity here. The pass to Lundmark, driving down. It's saved by Larson. And now Albin Janssen goes with a pass down to Silacek. Just over 8 minutes remain. Janssen, the pass to Anderson Carlson. The sweep shot is good. Janssen able to draw Schlatt out from the goalkeeper area. And that gave Anderson Carlson all the room he needed to come away with the first score in this match. Tim Anderson Carlson has been a leader of this 39ers squad. And he's coming up big to start off this match for the 39ers. With 8 minutes remaining in the first period, your score now, Texas 39ers 1, Ohio Aviators 0. Heading down now for the face-off, it's going to be Liljegren against Grenoble. Recovery here by Ohio on the face-off. Taylor Walsh taking it. Going the center to Grenoble. Fast passing so far as the Aviator squad returns. Now facing a deficit. Got a Harstedt behind his own goal. Lou backing off in pursuit here for the Texas defense. Harstedt bringing it down the center. Pass behind himself. Grenoble down to Walsh with some room on the close wing. He'll send it deep, looking for Matt Smith. Sailing to the back boards. Alejandro's there for support. Floorball on him tight. As the ball sails behind, Larson able to get to it. They'll find Paulbrand. Alejandro still staying up here for the Aviators. Liljegren back to Fludmar. Over far side, Paulbrand driving. Powerful pass to Liljegren, but the shot sailing wide right out of bounds. The Aviators are a team that know how to come from behind. An opponent lead doesn't scare them, of course. Their win coming out of the Georgetown weekend of play for the 2024 season was a come-from-behind thriller matchup against the Fort Worth Jaguars, who are certainly a team to be reckoned with, especially after their 10-3 victory over the Minnesota Growlers today. The Aviators came from behind with Matt Smith having a go-ahead goal in the last 2 minutes, but that was a game that came down to truly the last few seconds. It was hard fought in all regards, and so you can trust that the Ohio team is not going to give up just yet in today's matchup, certainly not against a one-goal advantage here for the 39ers. Floorball is a fast-paced, high-energy sport where anything can happen, and a one-goal lead is as narrow as can be. Albin Nilsson, the spin to get around Jonsson. He finds the angle, looking in the box for Blixt, unable to get the pass off. Nilsson, far side. He's got Lee on him tight. He'll pass to Thomas Kortmans. Ball chipped up in the air there. Lee trying to field it. Åkesson going to the ground, unable to get there in time. Jonsson now with some momentum. Anderson Carlson in front of him. He'll pass, trying to find a man. They go far side to Tyler Lee. Lindgren in now for the Texas squad. Anderson Carlson at half court. Jonsson with some space in the center. Unable to get the shot attempt off. Had too much momentum carrying him forward away from the ball. Peter Lindgren now at the point, facing against Lundmark. Far side, Anderson Carlson. Shot saved by Schlatt. The curve off the body actually had surprising accuracy. Lindgren able to steal that ball intended for Lundmark. Anderson Carlson driving in, saved by Peter Schlatt. Schlatt, of course, former goaltender for the Florida Vikings. He's earned all NAFL honors, and boy, has he deserved it every season he's played. Hailing from the Czech Superliga, he is one of the best in the business when it comes to being a shutout goalkeeper. And we're certainly seeing that at play here. Despite giving up a goal, he has defended against 8 shots on goal so far. The 39ers outpacing the Aviators 2-1 when it comes to putting shots towards the goal. Just over 5 minutes remain. That pass sailing wide around Brorsen. Anderson Carlson will spin around. He'll go to Lindgren. Down at Silacek. Back to Peter Lindgren. Go behind himself to Jonsson. Back to Lindgren. Pausing, waiting for an opportunity. No reason for Texas to overextend themselves too early. Anderson Carlson shot saved by Schlad. Jansen's rebound attempt sailing high out of bounds. It'll be a hit in here for the Ohio Aviators. Harstead passes to Walsh. Lou coming up to meet him. Heavy pressure here. Rosian able to get a steal. Lou to Lilliegran. Smooth moves around Matt Smith, but he gets to Grenapin. Grenapin trying to defend the ball against the boards there. It'll go behind the Texas goal. Grenapin. He'll have to pass out to Connor Harstead. Shot from deep off the body of Paul Brandt. Able to box out Matt Smith to the ball. Once again, the ball going off the foot there of referee Janis Sjøren. It's going to be called a face-off in the far corner. Paul Brandt to Floorball. Far side, Paul Brandt passes down to Lou. Cross court to Lilliegran. Looking in the box for Rosian. It's saved by Peter Schlad. But once again, Texas with an opportunity. Lou's shot going off the body of Matt Smith. Grenapin forced to the boards. He'll pass out to Taylor Walsh. Ohio still scoreless here in the first period. Off the boards, Matt Alejandro. On the close wing, being forced behind the goal by Fludmar. No man to pass to yet. He'll send it down the boards to Walsh, but Kempa Rosian pursuing aggressively. And off that chipped pass, Paul Brandt able to get there, looking for a man to pass to. He'll get the angle around Harstead, find Lilliegran. He'll go off the boards to Lou. Fludmar now. Shot from deep goes off the body there of Grenapin. Kempa Rosian trying to send the ball around the boards. And it's another face-off. With the amount of backboard play, it looks like that one hit the foot of referee Vince Faso. It'll be Felix Osterstrom here, up against number 92, Oscar Lilliegran of the 39ers on the faceoff. Lilliegran getting set to take it here. Lilliegran able to get the ball out to Ludvig Jonsson. Osterstrom on a tight reach around. Nilsson and Jonsson going to the ground. Off the inside the knee contact. It's going to be ruled a free hit here for the 39ers. 3 minutes remaining in the first. And Texas certainly not giving up any momentum so far. Moser with the ball. He'll pass to Connor. Shot attempt goes off the body of Osterstrom. Nilsson pausing here. Pass to Osterstrom. Jonsson starting to play up here for the Texas defense. Connor as well. Cross-court pass. Finds Osterstrom in Texas territory. Around the boards, it'll go to Thomas Kortmach. Nilsson at half court. Åkesson now in the center to Osterstrom. Ohio heating up the passing. Åkesson in close towards the crease. Moser able to get the angle on the ball. Jonsson unable to control it. It'll be chipped back out to Albin Nilsson. Shot attempt goes off the body of Derek Moser. Sailing now to the far corner. Tyler Lee in traffic. Andreas Blix with that menacing physical frame, able to box him out to the ball there. Nilsson, ball goes on the outside of the net. Chipped away by Moser, finds Åkesson, hits his teammate Andreas Blix in the head. It's going to be awarded here to the Texas 39ers. Be a brief pause here to mop off the court. As we get set to resume, it's going to be number 21, Peter Lindgren, with a pass to Anderson Carlson. First line players back out on the court here for the 39ers. These next 2 minutes are going to be crucial to determine if Ohio can regain some momentum and some excitement heading into the locker room before the second period, or if Texas can still hold their head high. Jonsson unable to field that pass. Hannes Carlson forcing it to the boards, trying to kick it around. He's able to break it out. But Jonsson able to get it to Anderson Carlson. Still keeping the Texas offensive alive. Lundmark crashing into his own man, Calabrorson. Shot from deep by Anderson Carlson. Goes wide left. Schlad picks it up. He'll pass to Calabrorson. Down deep, finds Hannes Carlson. Shot was too slow, rolls into the hand there of Nicholas Larsson, but Lundmark on the steal. Shot wide left off the backboards. Silacek facing double team pressure. Lundmark able to get the angle and get the ball away, but can he find a man to pass to? We'll get it to Brorsen. The pass in the center to Mellon. It'll go to the far boards. Mellon on Jonsson. 1 minute remaining in the first period. Jonsson looking tired now on the court. He's been running a lot in this first period. Far side, Peter Lindgren. Chipped up by Brorsen. William Jonsson to Tim Anderson-Carlson in the center lane. He'll pass over to Lindgren. Goes off the foot of Justin Knight, number 13 for the Aviators. 40 seconds left on the clock. Lindgren to Anderson-Carlson across to Silacek. Shot wide right off the boards. Anderson-Carlson able to recover. His shot sailing wide left off the boards. Slod unable to grab the ball as he sails for it, but still Justin Knight able to recover. Substitutions coming in now as we enter the last 20 seconds of the first period. Grenapin, far side. He's got Alejandro in center. We go to Harstedt, close wing. 10 seconds remaining. What can Ohio do with it? Anderson-Carlson hits it to the backboards. It goes around Smith. Fludmar can't find it, but Alejandro can. It's going to be a 39ers ball with 4 seconds left on the clock. He'll hit it to Fludmar. And now play resuming. Paul Brand goes to Anderson-Carlson. His time runs out. He sends a shot off that's saved by Peter Slod. And with that, we have the end of the first period. Your score at the end of one. It's Texas 39ers 1, Ohio Aviators 0. Floorball fans, this has been a hotly contested match so far. You're not going to want to miss the second period of play here live from F&M Bank Arena in Clarksville, Tennessee. We'll be back in just a few short minutes with that second period. And of course, stay tuned during the intermission as we bring you another exclusive NAFL player interview. Floorball fans of the NAFL, we've just gotten done with the first period of play here for primetime floorball action between the 39ers and the Aviators. I'm joined here with team captain for the 39ers, William Jonsson. William, how are you feeling after the first?
I'm feeling good, tired. It's hot in here, but better and better. We have some good plays out there, so keep pushing.
I noticed that your team has been really aggressive coming out the gate. You were very intentional about a full court press defense very early. What was the mindset that went into making that decision?
The teams here mostly don't like defending. They want to play, but if we can keep high pressure and win the ball early, they're going to think it's boring to play, and that will make us win.
And so what do you think is the number one thing you'll have to watch for from the Aviators as they make adjustments heading into the second period?
Aviators is a very good team. They have 3 even lines. My experience is that they like to lay low and then counterattack on counterattack. And if you look at their earlier games, they always come back in the third period, so we can never relax.
Very well. Well, best of luck in the second and third, William. Floorball fans, don't worry. We're going to be back in less than 10 minutes with the exciting second period between the Texas 39ers and the Ohio Aviators. Well, floorball fans, it's almost time to head back down to the court for what is sure to be a hotly contested second period of play. But before we do, we'd like to remind you about our sponsors. First of all, Eleiko, manufacturer of precision-crafted strength and gym equipment since 1957. And of course, our official clothing partner for the 2024 NAFL season is Kempa. If you like what our referees are wearing, then you like Kempa. And of course, we have a new floorball partnership for the 2024 season with Fat Pipe, bringing you the latest in floorball innovation in beautiful Swiss media yellow. Every floorball you see on an NAFL court this season is Fat Pipe. And a reminder, floorball fans, if you're curious about the statistics to this or any other match in the NAFL, past, present, or future, you can go online to sportninja.com or go to the App Store and download the Sport Ninja app to view those statistics. That first period was a shutout for the Ohio Aviators. They're going to look to come out with a lot of force here in the second and put themselves on the board, the 39ers, with a narrow one-goal lead. We spoke to number 18, William Johnson, during the intermission. He told us that they can never count the Ohio Aviators out. Texas knows that they are a hard team to beat, and in every match so far, they've had major comebacks in the third period against their opponent. So Texas can't let loose on the reins just yet. He said the key for them in the first period, oh my gosh, and in the second period as well, that shot there. Anderson Carlson had support there from Albin Janssen. A beautiful attempt there, and Texas comes out on the board quick. "19 minutes, 32 seconds remaining in the second period. Texas extending their lead. Your score now, Texas 39ers 2, Ohio Aviators 0. Recovery here by Ohio. And that was Albin Janssen, number 98, who was able to come away with that goal for the 39ers. It was a beautiful shot off the assist from Tim Anderson Carlson as he was fading to the far side of the crease. That's a lot of what team captain William Johnson spoke about in the intermission as the reason for Texas's success is denying their opponent the opportunity to play the game how they want to. He said there's a heavy bend where these teams want to be aggressive in the NAFL this season, as we see there from Cedric Renepin, saved there by Larson. He said the key is for them to be aggressive themselves and deny their opponent the opportunity to play the game they want. Instead, keep them on their heels, and we saw that with that fast break. Again, we're seeing it here. Kempa Rosian, shot saved by Peter Schlad. Grenepin coming back behind his own goal, pursued there by Fludmar. Iliagran, deep in Texas territory. Now Matt Smith rotating on the press, coming behind him. Fludmar, cross court to Paulbrand. William Johnson now coming to the court as Texas makes substitutions. Andreas Blixt returning to the defense here for the Ohio Aviators. We spoke to Andreas Blixt during the intermission as well and asked if he was going to continue to stay on the court or switch to the coaching role this match as he has in some of the previous games. He said, why not, especially after that slap shot in the first period. It's good to see him increasing the depth here and certainly looking to lead from the front as coach and player for the Aviator squad. Tyler Lee backing off here, holding the ball. Blixt now increasing the pressure. Left to pass out to Johnson. Johnson now towards the box, goes far side to Moser. Back to Johnson. Blixt coming to meet him, but Johnson able to get the angle and giving Blixt the runaround here. The pass to Ludwig Johnson. 2-on-1 in Ohio territory. The ball sailing wide. Kortmach trying to get there before Connor can. Unable to. Felix Osterstrom able to come away with it. It'll pass to Albin Nilsson. 2.5 minutes have passed so far in the second period. Ohio still scoreless on the match. Osterstrom is far side to Nilsson. Looking across for Blixt. Chipped up in the air by Lee. Åkesson looking for a man to pass to. He'll spin to get around Connor. Connor able to come away with the steal on the second attempt. Forcing it down the boards to lose his stick. It's going to be awarded here to the 39ers. Case Connor having some words here with the referee, Yanni Sjoren, as he comes off to the bench. I think he was looking for a worse call there. Lindgren passes to Adam Silacek around an overly aggressive Philip Lundmark. Hannes Carlson able to break up the Anderson Carlson pass. But Anderson Carlson with the speed and momentum able to get there. The ball chipped away. Gala Brorsen unable to get there before Albin Janssen can. It's going to be Peter Lindgren behind his own goal. The full court press from Ohio. Certainly a useful substitution to their strategy that they made during the first intermission. Janssen now in Aviators territory, unable to break the ball away, but Mellon losing his stick, giving him the opportunity for an advantage here. Ball chipped behind the Aviators goal. It's William Jonsson for the 39ers maintaining possession. 2-on-1. He's got Janssen as well against number 13, Justin Knight. Albin Janssen now with the ball. He'll pass to Anderson Carlson. Sweep shot attempt sails out of bounds off the body of Kalle Brorsen, number 17. New lines coming in for both squads here. Just under 4 minutes have passed in the second period. Texas, the only team on the board. And at that, quite early in the period, it's been far more hotly contested since that time. Henrik Lou taking it behind the goal. Heavy pressure from Honnerstedt. It gets to Kempa Rosian, who sends it out of bounds. It'll be an Ohio Aviators hit in. Taylor Walsh behind his own goal, coming out on the close wing. He'll lose sight of the ball. It actually works effectively as a pump fake there against Henrik Lou, who's playing a hard three quarters. Grenapin comes down to Matt Smith. Goes across. Grenapin, shot saved by Nicholas Larson. He'll send it to Rosian. Rosian, far side, trying to get the angle around Grenapin. He'll pass to Paul Brandt. Unable to get the sweet shot off. It'll go to the boards. Taylor Walsh with some space. Lou coming up to meet him. Liliagran able to chip the ball away from Matt Smith. It'll be sent down the boards. Matt Alejandro in Texas territory fighting hard against Paul Brandt. He'll go to the ground. Carl Paul Brandt trying to spin around, facing a double team from the Aviators. He's able to kick the ball to maintain possession. We go back out to Liliagran. Substitutions coming in for both teams. You can hear the Texas bench being quite vocal about how they feel that shift went. Lee, far side to Moser. Just over 5 minutes have passed now in the second period. Ohio playing with a lot more candor this time around. Honnerstedt and Nilsson on the double team there, able to break the ball out, but Case Connor's shot attempt still able to get off. It's deflected by Osterstrom. Now Åkesson able to get the ball away, but he needs a man to pass to. Jonsson and Lee able to edge him out, but he still maintains possession somehow. Blixt losing control of the ball. His shot attempt goes off the body of Moser, who will kick it to Lee. Off the boards, taken by Blixt. It'll go to Thomas Kortmach. Kortmach now from his own territory, facing a Texas defense that retreated to half court. Albin Nilsson around the goal line. Pass deflected there by Jonsson, but Åkesson still with control here. Åkesson looking for an opportunity. His shot goes off the body of Moser. Ludwig Jonsson sending it down into Ohio territory. Nilsson, center lane, off the boards to Kortmach. Back out to Osterstrom. He's got Blixt far side. We'll go instead to Nilsson, who then sends it to Blixt. Shot attempt saved by Nicholas Larson. Åkesson unable to complete the rebound shot attempt. It sailed wide right. Lee unable to complete the counterattack here. A lot more transition play this period. As William Jonsson said during the intermission, one of the biggest dangers against this Ohio Aviators team is not just their depth, but the evenness of their lines. Calling it 3 even lines from Ohio that's going to make sure the pressure is turned up no matter what. We're seeing that play out here as that was a third line shift. It still put a lot of pressure on the Texas defense. Mellon, a deep pass looking for Brorsen, goes to the boards. Chipped away by Lundmark from Silacek. Brorsen trying to recover it against Silacek. The ball sailing around the bend, still in bounds. Hannes Carlson to Philip Lundmark. Chipped there by Silacek. Jonsson sending it into open space. Justin Knight there to recover for the Aviators. He'll send it to Zach Mellon. Cross court to Brorsen. Brorsen driving down the wing. Janssen cutting off any passing opportunity behind himself. They go instead to Hannes Carlson, cross court. Justin Knight at the point. Deflected off the body of Janssen. Still finds his way to Brorsen. And from behind, Janssen able to break up the sweep there of Brorsen. It's going to be advantage play granted to the Aviators. Lundmark, deep pass, looking for Mellon, chipped up out of bounds. It's going to be an Ohio Aviators hit-in. Shot attempt early from Brorsen, saved by Larson. Zilecek to Lindgren, Jonsson to Anderson Carlson. Texas looking to have an answer. Janssen missing the ball there. Jonsson still able to recover here off the boards to Anderson Carlson. Shot attempt, wide right, still in bounds off the boards. Knight with some speed on the far wing, in traffic, gets it to Lundmark. Sails behind the goal. Lundmark still going to have an opportunity for it. But the bigger Lindgren, as well as Adam Zilecek, send him to the boards there in the possession battle. Lindgren, close wing. Now Lundmark coming for support, with the ball sailing into the hands there of goalkeeper Nicholas Larson. Larson, in his first year in the NAFL, has already shown why he is one of the best to do it. He has helped this Texas team stay on. They have a lot of aggression, of course, on offense, but that opens up a lot of counterattacks that Larson has been so skilled at defending against. Shipped up in the air. Smith to Alejandro, losing control to go to Fludmar. Now Rosian to Lou. Looking for Liliagron towards the crease, but Grenapin able to take it away. Grenapin on Rosian, far boards. He'll pass out to Walsh. Down to Harstedt, cross court, Grenapin to Walsh. Texas shifting to a 1-2-2 defense here. Grenapin to Harstedt. Sweep from deep, sailing right out of bounds. It's going to be a hit in for the 39ers. Just under 10 minutes have passed here in the second period. Nearly a full half of the match that Ohio has been shut out for now in what has been a surprisingly low-scoring game for two teams who love the counterattack and love quick passing. They certainly both focused on their defenses as they came into this match, and it's showing on the court. Rosian against Walsh, backboards. Nearly trying for Zorro, but he won't have the ball there. But he gets the pass to Liliagron, but Schlad is there to fall on it. Peter Schlad will go with a pass out to Walsh. Back to Osterstrom. Far side, Nilsson driving, pass behind himself. Osterstrom from the point, far side, Nilsson. Nilsson across to Okeson. It's good. Ohio ends the drought as the Aviators are able to put their first goal on the board this match. Okeson was prepared there to bring it home towards the end of the crease. And now with 9 minutes, 59 seconds remaining in the second period, just as we come into the second half of this ball game. Your score now is Texas 39ers 2, Ohio Aviators 1. The drought is over for Ohio here to start off this match. Improper stick handling call. It's going to be a free hit here for the Aviators on the faceoff. Orson shot sailing wide around Lee. Orson pursuing it heavy in Texas territory. Moser able to get it out to Jonsson. He'll pass to Ludwig Jonsson. Mellon going to the ground there. Hit's going to be awarded to the Aviators. Carlson, the pass to Mellon. He'll send it to Lundmark in the center. And now the 39ers lead just got narrow once more, going to one goal. They had a lot of aggression to start out the first period. And they, of course, came swinging out of the gate in the second. But the Ohio Aviators have finally caught up in terms of strategy and energy. Brorsen, far side to Lundmark. Hannes Carlson, over to Brorsen. Hannes Carlson, deep pass, finds Mellon, close wing, cross court, chipped away by Lee, but Brorsen staying on it. Over to Mellon, a beautiful assist attempt, but the shot sailing wide right, too much spin on it. Another attempt by Lundmark, wide around the side. The Zorro, Michigan, denied there by Tyler Lee. Larson with the ball, he'll pass it to Lee, but Mellon and Brorsen continuing the press. Off the boards, Knight's able to get there before Jonsson. What a stretch of player by the Aviators. Knight going to the court. No call there. The Texas bench upset about that. Lundmark to Brorsen, to Knight. The shot off the body of William Jonsson. The pass to Anderson Carlson, now on a 2-on-2 fast break. Chipped away by El Pistolero, Hannes Carlson. Free hit awarded here to the 39ers. Anderson Carlson goes to Jonsson off the free hit. He'll take the shot from the wing and score. Jonsson sending it back to Anderson Carlson. Texas able to come up with a quick response there to the Ohio goal. Tim Anderson Carlson, another on the match. Texas re-extending their lead to 2. 8 minutes, 25 seconds remaining in the second period. Your score now, 39ers 3, Aviators 1. A beautiful attempt there off the free hit. Great teamwork between Jonsson and Anderson Carlson. It's exactly the kind of exciting play that we've seen from the new-look Texas 39ers. Liljegren driving down center wing. Deflected off the foot of Walsh, and Lou's shot sailing wide out of bounds. They'll say it was out on Ohio. It's going to be a free hit in here for the Texas 39ers. Texas, of course, a team that seems to have rebranded most things since the end of last season. Different names, different jerseys, new influx of talent, in addition to a strong core of returning members, including William Jonsson. It's a blending of the new and the old. The heritage of the Texas franchise has certainly changed along with their narrative, however, as they've come out to such a strong start this season. Lou, shot saved by Peter Schlad. Walsh, close wing, towards his own goal line. Advancing now, Lou floor checking him. Harstedt, back over to Walsh. Chipped away there by Rosian. Lou's able to get the rebound pass. Rosian trying to hold on to it. He'll pass out to Paul Brandt in his own territory. Floorball now on the offensive here for the 39ers. Shot from deep off the body of Walsh. Ball chipped up in the air into center court. Grenipen's chest gets it to Matt Smith's stick. Grenipen losing some control, sends it around Henrik Lou. Liljegren waiting for him. He's got Walsh to beat. He'll find the angle. The pass to Rosian, unable to get the shot attempt off. It'll go to the far boards. Lou on Alejandro. Liljegren shot wide right. Rosian still able to make something happen here for the 39ers. High stick call, and it's going to be a free hit here for Ohio. Give them the breathing space they need after Texas continuing to put on the pressure with their offensives. Through to Kortmanch. Kortmanch in the center lane. He'll pass to Osterstrom. Kortmanch far side. Nilsson's pass deflected off the body there of William Jonsson. He's got Åkesson, close wing. Anderson Carlson on a heavy pursuit there. Turning on the Jets as he breaks the zone. He'll force the air. Anderson Carlson driving the pass to Janssen. Shot attempt wide left. Anderson Carlson gets it to Lindgren. Chipped away by Åkesson. Zilicek there on defense for Texas. Blixt sending the ball still into a possession mad grab. Finally, Texas coming away with it again with some solidity. Anderson Carlson towards his own crease. He has Nilsson in front of him. So he'll pass to Lindgren on the close wing. Cross court, finds Jonsson. Back out to Zilicek. Lindgren, shot goes off the body there of Åkesson. Nilsson losing some control, will send it out to Kortmanch. And now driving down, Osterstrom, the pass to Nilsson, the spin around Anderson Carlson. Looking for Åkesson inside the box, but it's chipped by Lindgren. Jonsson, ball chipped away there by Blixt. It's going to be ruled a free hit here for the 39ers. Lou's set to take it here for the 39ers. Working with Liljegren, sweep shot, sails high. Curved enough to stay in bounds. Hannes Carlson recovering here for the Aviators. Knight goes to Brorsen, far side, back to Knight, down to Carlson. Lundmark in the center. Now cycling around to be at point. Deep cross pass to Brorsen at half court. Back to Lundmark. Carlson with the ball. He'll pass it to Lundmark. Rosian increasing the press here for the Texas defense. Carlson, deep pass to Brorson, whose shot attempt sails high out of bounds. It'll be a 39ers hit in, just over 5 minutes remaining. Ballbrand looking deep. Lilliegron's open in space around half court. The pass to Rosian. Down the line to Fludmar. He'll come to Ballbrand. Close wing. Lou in the center. He doesn't like the pass. Instead, he'll go back to Fludmar. Ballbrand with some room. Back out to Fludmar. Brorson coming to meet him even as he edges closer into Texas territory. Lou, far side. And now, Hampus Fludmar at the point, facing pressure this time from Lundmark. He'll pass to Ballbrand. Far side, Lilliegron back to Ballbrand, but it goes off the legs there of Justin Knight. Now it's a possession battle at the boards. Zach Mellon trying to come away with it. It gets kicked up, and it goes into the hands there of Peter Schlad. Looking deep for Lundmark. 2 shots by Mellon, save. It's not over yet. Lundmark still driving. Finally, Albin Janssen comes away with the steal. Fludmar, close wing. Facing pressure still from Lundmark. We've seen several players this season in the NAFL now try to follow what has been Philip Lundmark's repeated archetype here in the NAFL, which is be the point man on the defense. Don't let up on the press. Get in your opponent's head just as much as you get in his face. And it certainly has worked well this period for Ohio, despite the fact that they're still facing a 2-goal deficit. This could have been a lot worse this period. Ohio has really come to play in the second. And they're steadily gaining momentum that they can use heading into the third. Just over 3.5 minutes remaining. That inbound by Lindgren to Silicek. Now Anderson Carlson. He'll go across, find Lindgren. Trying to get the angle around Smith. He'll come down to Anderson Carlson. Goes across, chipped away by Kalle Harstedt. Jonsson able to get it back out to Silicek. No, Harstedt goes between his legs. Comes to the close boards. Grenipin with the steal. Taken back by Janssen. The Zorro sails wide left. Back to Janssen. Schlad outside of the box. Diving, anticipating the move. Grenipin goes to the ground. It's going to be awarded here to the Ohio Aviators. Far side, it'll be Cedric Grenipin with a pass to Osterstrom. Ohio taking it a little bit slower now. Getting a goal here in the last remaining minutes of the second period would be huge as they look to mount a comeback here heading into the third. Osterstrom, far side, gets it off the backboards. Blix chips it up, it goes into the hands of Nicholas Larson. But Åkesson chips the ball away. That's going to be a penalty. Right as the Aviators are gaining momentum, here comes the penalty call. And that's team captain number 9, Zach Mellon, discussing with referee Vince Faso, who initially called for the penalty. It's going to be number 21, Sebastian Åkesson. The goal scorer for the Aviators earlier, now headed to the penalty box. The Texas 39ers are going to enter power play here in the last few moments of the second period. And now it's Peter Lindgren at the point here for the Texas offense. Ohio spread out a little bit right now in their power play defense. Nilsson being a little aggressive with that passing lane between Janssen and Lilliegron. It comes out to Lindgren now at the point. Down to Anderson Carlson. Back to Lindgren. Anderson Carlson, shot sails wide left, out of bounds. It'll be a 39ers hit in. Anderson Carlson goes behind himself to Albin Janssen. Back to Anderson Carlson, chipped up and out of bounds off the stick of Philip Lundmark. Anderson Carlson now with the pass to Lindgren. Trying to find Lilliegron. The ball doesn't have enough momentum. Philip Lundmark is one of the best in the game at mounting an offensive drive wall in a power play defense. Nearly doing that there. Lilliegron, the pass to Anderson Carlson. Lindgren Down deep to Janssen. Ohio now spread out, almost playing man coverage here. Advantage granted to the 39ers. Liljegren to Lindgren. 1 minute remaining in power play. Shot saved by Peter Slad from Oscar Liljegren. Now Harstedt to the close boards. Jonsson able to come away with it. He'll pass to Liljegren. Over to Anderson Carlson with some space. We go to Lindgren at the point. Lindgren to Janssen, trying for the Zorro. He gets it. Number 98, Albin Janssen, comes up big for Texas, extending their lead to 3 goals for the first time this match. Able to convert on the Zorro attempt. It's his signature move. Albin Janssen in a crucial moment, ending that penalty and sending Åkesson out of the box. In one of his earlier matches this season, we saw that Albin Janssen had 4 Zorro attempts. He didn't convert on any of them. We spoke to him afterwards about it. He said, 4? Well, that's low compared to my normal numbers. We've certainly seen that play out today, and it pays off. As your score now, with 1 minute 16 seconds remaining in the second period, is now Texas 39ers 4, Ohio Aviators 1. Ludvig Jonsson being stopped up there by Grenipen. He'll go to his knee. Free hit's going to be awarded here to the 39ers. William Jonsson set to take it. He'll pass to Lindgren. He'll go to Moser. Close wing. Goes around Jonsson. Shot attempt there by Jonsson. Facing pressure from Harstedt and Smith, but Connor's in space. Ball chipped up out of bounds by Taylor Walsh. It's going to be a 39ers hit-in. Ball goes down to Hampus Fludmar on the hit-in. Paul Brandt from half court goes across to Fludmar. Fludmar down the line to Lou. We'll go over to Fludmar. Far side, Kemperosian. With a shot opportunity, he takes it, but it's saved by Peter Slad. 30 seconds remain in the first period. Ohio in desperate need of gaining some momentum as they look ahead to the third period. Grenipen to Walsh. Down deep, Alejandro trying to get the angle around Fludmar, unable to. Matt Smith now on the recovery. Taylor Walsh, shot goes off the body of Liljegren. 10 seconds left, 3-on-2, fast break. Liljegren to Rosen, to Lou. The shot goes off the body of Walsh, still in bounds. Time will expire as it goes to the board. What a period of play that was, floorball fans. You're certainly not going to want to miss the conclusion of this primetime floorball matchup between the Texas 39ers and the Ohio Aviators. Your final score at the end of 2 periods, it's 39ers 4, Aviators 1. Of course, stay tuned during the intermission as we bring you another exclusive NAFL player interview. And the Ohio Aviators. I'm joined here by number 60, Henrik Lou. How are you feeling after the second?
A bit frustrated, maybe. Yeah, I think we should have some more goals. If probably me could shoot a little better, but yeah, it's okay. Little rusty after a long trip with the bus, but we have it going. We have a good team spirit here in Texas 49ers, and we're gonna go for it. Yeah, we're gonna go all the way. So.
The Aviators came out strong in that second period, and they were able to throw your offense off a little bit. What do you think was the change that they made that allowed them to get your number?
I don't think this was them. I think it was us. So we maybe wasn't ready. It was the same thing with Seattle. The head wasn't clear. We need to be prepared. Every game counts. Every second, every shot, every shift. So I think everything is up to us by ourselves.
And Henrik, you're coming into a Texas team that certainly went through a lot of changes over the offseason, but you still have a returning core, including Captain William Jonsson. What's the experience been like for you trying to get integrated with the returning talent?
Oh, yeah, it's been amazing. Peter and William and Ronnie and Ludwig have been so welcome. It's an amazing opportunity for me, like a Swedish player, to come over here in the summer to do a thing like this. It's a one in a lifetime opportunity. Yeah, it really is. I'm great friend with Tim and Oscar, and we talk about it every night, how lucky we are to be here.
Well, Henrik, thank you for being here, and best of luck in the third period. Floorball fans, don't worry. We're going to have an electric third period of play to round out primetime floorball action live from F&M Bank Arena between the 39ers and the Ohio Aviators. Well, Floorball fans, it's almost time to head down to the court for what's set to be a great third period of play here between the Texas 39ers and the Ohio Aviators. But first, we'd like to remind you about our sponsors. First of all, Aleco, manufacturer of precision-crafted strength and gym equipment since 1957. And of course, we have the official clothing partner of the NAFL for the 2024 season. It's Kempa. If you like what our referees are wearing, then you like Kempa. And of course, we're also excited to announce our new floorball partnership for the 2024 season with Fat Pipe, bringing you the latest in floorball technology, combined with beautiful Swiss media yellow. Every floorball you see on an NAFL court this season is Fat Pipe. And a reminder, NAFL fans, if you're curious about the statistics for this or any other NAFL game, past, present, or future, you can go online to sportninja.com or download the Sport Ninja app for more access. Well, Floorball fans, this is set to be a hard-fought third period. Texas does have a 3-goal lead over the Aviators, but the Aviators are a closing team if there ever was one. They know how to come from behind. That's how they came away with their beautiful win against the Fort Worth Jaguars as we left our first weekend of play from Georgetown, Texas. It's going to be interesting to see what they're able to pull off here as Texas looks to hold on to their lead and extend it. The Aviators were looking a lot more prepared during the second period to face off against the aggression of Texas. Early injury there, number 7, Tim Anderson-Carlson, going to the court. Able to get back up to his feet there. Anderson-Carlson looks like he'll head to the bench here after a second. Anderson-Carlson, of course, a big playmaker for the Texas 39ers this season. We'll see if he's able to return to the court again this match. And with that, play will resume far side. Only 10 seconds have passed so far in the first period. Lou goes over to Paul Brandt. Close side, he'll find Hampus Fludmar. Full press here from the Aviators. Ball going deep. He'll find Kempa Rosian, but he goes to the court as well. A stick gets thrown by Okeson as the ball sails out of bounds. It's been an energetic start here to the third period already. Whenever we spoke during the intermission with Henrik Lou, he said the key during the second period for why the Aviators were able to control more possessions and get a goal on the board wasn't even a shift that the Aviators made, he thought. It was a shift that his own team made, that they weren't ready for the second period. Just as we saw a few games earlier when the Seattle Sockeyes were able to come out to an early lead against the 39ers. Lou now on the recovery. Shot attempt from deep, saved by Peter Schlad. He goes far side. Okeson finds Lundmark. Go back behind himself. Lou losing some control, going to the ground. Shot attempt by Brorsen. Shipped up off the body of Liljegren. Kalle Harstedt to Brorsen. Shot is good. It looks like the Aviators' comeback might just be a reality. Kalle Brorsen, number 17 for Ohio, able to put them as the first team on the board during the third period. With 19 minutes, 4 seconds remaining in the third period, it's getting closer, Floorball fans. Your score, Texas 39ers 4, Ohio Aviators 2. Recovery on the faceoff, still unclear. It's a battle for possession now on the boards. Looks like Alba Nilsson's going to be able to get it to go with a pass to number 15, Taylor Walsh. Walsh comes close wing. Number 13, Justin Knight, far side to Nilsson. Case Connor, number 64 on the defense there, who came up to meet Nilsson. He's one of the few players in the NAFL with the physical stature to match him. Standing at 6'6", he is certainly a defenseman to be wary of. Texas here on the hit in. Peter Lindgren telling his players to go deep for a pass. He'll try to find Jonsson on the fade. Ludwig Jonsson, shot attempt, goes into the hands there of Peter Schlad. Connor trying to get another shot off. The Ohio bench not happy. Free hit called here for the Aviators. They try to take it before the whistle as well. Certainly getting more chaotic here live from F&M Bank Arena as both teams want this win badly. Texas, of course, trying to preserve their perfect record so far to start off this NAFL season. The Ohio Aviators with a disappointing 1-2 record after 3 hard-fought matches that could have gone either way, looking to improve their record and put themselves back in the running for the Troy Cup playoffs. Grenipen, pass intended for Walsh, chipped away by Janssen. Janssen, the pass looking for Anderson Carlson, sails wide behind him. Knight takes him to the boards. He's got Walsh for support. Walsh facing off there in the corner against Janssen. 2-on-2 possession battle ends with the ball getting to number 35, Peter Slad. Albin Nilsson now on the close wing. He's holding onto the ball as his team makes substitutions. Texas trying to press to compensate. Albin Janssen there, giving some interference to Nilsson. Kalle Harstedt, the pass to Lundmark. He'll face off against Anderson Carlson. Pass behind himself. Brorson now in the center. That pass sailing wide past him, lingering there on the recovery. It'll go to Anderson Carlson, looking for Janssen towards the crease, but Zach Mellon able to hit the ball away. Mellon comes across to Brorson. Kalle Harstedt in the center lane. Go pass deep to Brorson. Brorson goes across. Lundmark shot attempt sailing wide left of the goal, but it goes back to Brorson. Åkesson, far side to Harstedt, over to Lundmark. Mellon able to chip the ball away to the far corner. Lundmark having to compensate. Ballbrand able to stop that ball with this stick. He'll go far side. Anderson Carlson shot goes off the helmet of Slad, stays in bounds. Now it's number 17, Kalle Brorson. The Aviators here have shortened their lines in the third period. Andreas Blixt took off his jersey and put on his signature, the Blixt coach t-shirt. Lundmark now on the far side, looking for support. Lou playing him closely, gets the ball to Liljegren, but it's going to be ruled a foul. It'll be a free hit here for the Aviators, as Kalle Harstedt joins the first line along with Sebastian Åkesson. Brorson back to Mellon, it goes to Harstedt. Harstedt at the point to Brorson in the center. Shot attempt sailing wide right. Mellon gets out to Åkesson. Looking for a man. Mellon, pass decepted there. Liljegren able to get it to his man Fludmar. Now down the line, Kemper-Rosian up against Kalle Harstedt. Lundmark trying to come away with it. Breaking into the center lane. Off some of the chipping action there with the sticks. It's a Texas ball. Ballbrand far side. Comes to Lou, center court. Shot from deep. Slow but steady. Didn't win the race that time as the ball sails wide left. Pass by Slad to Mellon. Albin Nilsson, center lane. Goes around Lou. Connor coming to meet him. We go down to Justin Knight. Over to Taylor Walsh. We'll go to Nilsson, far side. Trying to get the spin around Connor, but he's able to try and come away with the steal, but Grenipen's there to recover before Connor can take possession. The pass to Grenipen. He'll come out to Walsh at the point. Less than 5 minutes have passed so far in the third period, and the Aviators showing a lot of spunk here. Nilsson looking for a shot, trying to pass it to Smith inside the crease, but it sails wide. Justin Knight, the Knight Rider, sends it to Nilsson. Grenipen behind the goal. He'll look to Nilsson, shot attempt. Sailing high, chipped up off the body of Jonsson. Now trying to find Knight at the front of the crease. Jonsson able to get the ball away. Connor losing control of the ball behind himself. Matt Smith now on the offensive on the far wing. Pausing, taking time to set his offense up as the ball sails past Justin Knight. The Texas defense going to pause around half court. Grenipen, the juke around Connor. Shot attempt from deep, sails wide left. Stays on the ground on the boards. Nilsson to Smith. Out to Grenipen at the point. Will he try again? He will, and it's good! The Ohio Aviators with another unanswered goal this period to make it a one-goal game. Cedric Grenipen, number 77, on the second try from the center lane. Able to make it happen for Ohio. We've seen them do this in every match, Floorball fans. Never count out this Aviators team until the third period, and late at that. 14:38 remaining in the second period. Your score now, Texas 39ers 4 versus the Ohio Aviators 3. Ohio with another set of great changes coming into this period, and it seems once again they found a new answer for the way that Texas has been threatening them all match. This is an interesting ball game for sure. Far side, Anderson Carlson passes it to Lindgren. Texas has all the makings to come away with the win, but you can't doubt the Aviators' dedication. This is a team of players who have been hungry from the start for the Troy Cup since their very first season in the NAFL, and they know they have the team this year that can make it happen. Shot attempt there by Janssen, saved by Schlad. He'll pass to Galabrosen. Far side to Harstedt. Harstedt will go deep, looking for Mellon. He'll find Brorsen with some space. Back across, Åkesson shot wide left. His bench with oohs and ahs. They were waiting for that shot to go in. Ball chipped up out of bounds. It'll be a Texas 39ers hit-in. Bombardak, Adam Silicek. Set to take the ball here for the 39ers. He'll pass to player and coach Peter Lindgren. Lundmark pressing him behind the goal. Brorsen coming for support. But that'll leave Jonsson open. His ball going into the net, losing some crucial momentum here in his own territory, but Jonsson able to get the angle on the close wing. Janssen, ball chipped away there by Åkesson, coming into center court now. Jonsson able to come back away with it again for the 39ers. Anderson Carlson, shot attempt saved by Schlad, a rebound attempt by Jonsson. Also saved. Åkesson's ball goes off the foot there of Janssen. Anderson Carlson facing some interference from his own teammate there. That's going to give Kalle Brorsen the opening he needs. Mellon chips it over to Lundmark. Janssen sends it to the boards. Lindgren able to come away with it. Ball going to the backboards. Anderson Carlson behind the goal. It's 7-on-7 as Kalle Harstedt forced him to the far wing. Now he's driving again. Shot goes off the body of Harstedt. Chipped away by Mellon. Åkesson on the close boards. The pass to Lundmark. Åkesson shot saved off the body of Peter Lindgren. The Aviators not letting up here in this third period. Lindgren losing control there to Harstedt. Åkesson back to Harstedt. New lines coming in here for both teams. The Aviators making this match interesting here in the third period. It's been a low-scoring game so far relative to what both of these teams are used to, but it's still just every bit as competitive. That shot attempt by Taylor Walsh sailing wide left of the goal. 2-on-1. Nilsson able to come away with the possession on the boards, but Lou gets it to Liljegran. Liljegran goes across, finds Lou. Nilsson forces Lou to the boards there. He'll draw a foul. It's going to be an Ohio Aviators free hit. They'll get a new ball there. It looks like the other one was trampled underboard. Matt Smith set to take the hit here for the Aviators. He'll pass to Walsh. Rosian, the up man here in the 1-2-2 defense. Too far up, and that allows that pass to Justin Knight to get through, but he's losing control on the boards. His chip pass attempt goes off the body of Fludmar. Liljegran to Paulbrand. Texas now on a quick offensive in Ohio territory. It's Liljegran against Walsh. Ball chipped up in the air by Kempa Rosian. It'll stay in bounds. Walsh sending it to the boards. Lou's pass goes off the body of Walsh behind the boards. Goes to Liljegran. Out to Nilsson. Chipped away by Fludmar to the boards again. Rosian finds Liljegran. Shot attempt high out of bounds. It's going to be an Ohio Aviators hit-in as they stay alive against another dreadful Texas offensive. Certainly Peter Schlad, one of the best in the business, but you can't help but be scared against this 39ers offense. It certainly is dreadful for Ohio every time they have to face Texas in their own territory. The 39ers have put up 26 shots on goal so far this match compared to 13 for the Aviators. They have put Peter Schlad through everything they can this match. He's held up remarkably well, of course. That's the reason why he's earned all NAFL honors. But we'll see if he's able to do enough to keep the Texas 39ers at bay as the Ohio Aviators look to make a comeback here in the third. They're well on their way already with 2 unanswered goals this period. In the center, Silicek, ball chipped away by Mellon. To Kalle Brorsen, shot saved by Nicholas Larsson. Peter Lindgren on the far boards. He'll have Mellon to beat. He'll pass to Anderson Carlson. Behind the Ohio goal. Lindgren back to Anderson Carlson. Across to Jonsson. Shot saved by Peter Schlad on what could have been a crucial fast break. Kalle Harstedt now with the ball for the Aviators. He'll pass to Åkesson. Down to Brorson. Back to Åkesson. Ball chipped up, nearly hitting referee Yanni Sjölren there. Harstedt, far side. Ohio slowing down the pace of this game, using their passing to put themselves in control of the momentum here. Off the far boards, he'll find Åkesson. Down to Lundmark at the goal line, looking for Mellon inside the box. Chipped away there by Paul Brandt and Lindgren. Shot attempt by Åkesson, just saved off the leg of Larson. Now Anderson Carlson, the shot saved by Peter Slad. After it rolled off his body on the rebound, Ohio trying to make something of it. Shot attempt by Lundmark off the body of Hampus Fludmar. You can hear the Texas bench go electric there off of their defense. Now every time Ohio saunters into Texas territory, it has a little bit of an extra edge after they have those 2 unanswered goals. We have less than 10 minutes remaining here in the third period. But of course, it just takes one drive for Ohio to equalize. Liljegren to Fludmar. Far side to Paul Brandt. He'll chip it up and over Cedric Rennepen. Off the backboards, Paul Brandt. Paul Brandt coming in the center lane, looking for a shot. He'll pass to Lou. Deflected off the body of the Knight Rider, Justin Knight. Fludmar losing control. Smith to Grennepen to Smith. Saved by Nicholas Larson. It could have been the go-ahead. Justin Knight now at the point. It's not over for Texas just yet. Cross-court pass to Walsh. Shot attempt off the body of Liljegren. Fludmar sends it to the boards. He figures he'll fare better against Matt Smith there. It's going to be a free hit here for the Aviators on a push call against Fludmar as Matt Smith goes flying into the boards. Matt Smith goes to Grennepen behind the goal. Texas playing a tight defense here. Back to Matt Smith behind himself. It's going to sail into Ohio territory. Kemperosian going to come up to meet Justin Knight. Taylor Walsh goes to Nilsson. Down to Grennepen. We'll have Knight close boards, 2-on-1 here, but he's able to chip it out to Matt Smith. He was looking for Albin Nilsson in the center lane, but Liljegren able to send it down to Kemperosian. Now it's a race for possession on close boards. Free hit's going to be awarded here to the Aviators. 8.5 minutes remaining. 1 goal to go for the Ohio Aviators to equalize here. Kalle Brorson. Kalle Harstedt goes far side. Lundmark trying to go across, but it's stolen by Jonsson. Albin Jansen. Shot attempt saved by Peter Slad. Kalle Harstedt taking it slow now for the Aviators. Ohio slowly but surely catching up in the ratio of shots on goal here. It's been pretty steadily 2-on-1 Texas to Ohio when it comes to putting balls towards the net. Anderson Carlson wrests the ball away from Åkesson, but Mellon able to come away with it once more. Losing control, Jansen now trying to drive down. He's got Anderson Carlson for support. But Kalle Harstedt's able to send it to the open waters of midcourt where William Jonsson is there. Over to Jansen, saved by Slad. A beautiful sliding goal save there. Harstedt now looking to reset here for the Aviators. 7.5 minutes remaining. There's almost some salt in the strategy here for the Aviators to say we're going to wait a moment to mount our best offensive drives. We're going to try and reduce the amount of time that Texas could use to equalize or retake the lead here if we're able to get our offense going. Anderson Carlson, shot is good! Texas ends the drought for the third period and comes back with an answer. Tim Anderson Carlson, what a playmaker he's been for the Texas 39ers. And that is a crucial goal as they look to retake momentum and ward off the Ohio Aviators' comeback. 7 minutes, 4 seconds remaining in the third period. Your score now, Texas 39ers 5, Ohio Aviators 3. Heading down for the face-off, it'll be Liljegren against Grennepen. This game is still not out of reach for the Ohio Aviators just yet because floorball is a fast-paced, high-energy sport where absolutely anything can happen. Albrecht losing out there on the boards to Grennepen. Smith there for support. He'll go to the ground. It's going to be awarded here to the 39ers. Wasting no time, Keparosian. Shot saved by Peter Slad. Nilsson, a spin around Lou. Heavy contact there as Albin Nilsson goes to the ground. He literally got lifted off the shoulder of Henrik Lou in a hard collision, technically shoulder-to-shoulder contact, but still. Taylor Walsh working with Grenepen in their own backcourt. Åkesson cycling around now to the center. Far side, looking to Smith. Åkesson unable to get to the ball before Fludmar can. Ballbrand to Lou. Lou saved by Schlad. Smith able to chip it up in the air and get it to his man Grenepen. Grenepen's shot goes off the leg there of Larsson. Another shot attempt, all saved by Nicholas Larsson. Grenepen, Åkesson, and Smith all trying to get a ball in there off the rebound. Somehow Texas staying alive there on the defense. And after that close contact in the goalkeeping area, it's a free hit for the 39ers. Jonsson, far side, Anderson Carlson. Jensen shot attempt, just a little bit too much spice. And with that power, will send it out of bounds. It'll be an Ohio Aviators hit in, 6:04 remaining in the third. Brorsen to Harstedt here. Will come close wing to Åkesson. Harstedt, far side, Mellon. Driving in the center, will go to Lundmark. Across to Brorsen. Just wide left, and that was after Larsson had been drawn out of the goalkeeping area. That would have been a go-ahead. Chipped off the body of Lundmark. You can see the energy the Aviators are playing with now after that last stoppage. Zilacek will go to Jonsson. Sending it down the boards, it's intercepted by Åkesson to Lundmark. Able to get the angle around Lindgren. Brorsen shot just wide left again. Texas now relying more on luck than skill as the Aviators continue to put the pressure on. Anderson Carlson forced back into his own territory. Lundmark coming up to meet him once more. Both teams getting vocal on the benches as this game is still close, but coming towards an end. Ballbrand. Ball deflected there by Åkesson. He's still able to come away with it in Ohio territory. Looking to send it to Jansen in the crease. Unable to. Ballbrand running behind Schlad there as he'll pass it out to Kalle Harstedt. Just over 5 minutes remain. The 39ers holding on to a 2-goal lead here against Ohio. Matt Smith. Pass back out to Justin Knight. Far side, he's got Albin Nilsson. In the center, Grenepen. Looking to Smith, it would have been an open goal, but the pass sailing just wide. Lindgren able to chip it out to Ballbrand. If Texas can come away with a win here, they will be, of course, the only undefeated team in the NAFL and leaders in the playoff rankings. A fancy no-looker behind the back. Zorro by Grenepen, saved by Larsson. Ballbrand, close wing. We go cross-court, no-looker pass to Lou, but it sails just a few degrees wide. Albin Nilsson able to get there first. Lou going to the ground there. He'll lose the angle, but Rosian able to stop his momentum. Lou's shot attempt is saved by Schlad, however. Close wing, it's Justin Knight. Liljegren sending the ball behind him. Keparosian trying to get it away from Grenepen. In the center lane, will pass behind himself, looking for Liljegren. Unable to find him. The Knight Rider with the pass to Matt Smith. Behind the Texas goal, chipped out of bounds off the body of Hampus Fludmar. It's going to be an Aviators hit in. Matt Smith poised to take it. New lines coming out here. Now set to take it, it's Kalle Brorsen to Philip Lundmark. He was looking across for Mellon, spying on the far side of the crease, but now it's Anderson Carlson on the fast break. Shot attempt goes off the body of Harstedt, sails back to Lundmark. He's got the speed to get around Anderson Carlson, one of the few in the NAFL who could. Shot attempt saved by Larsson. Ball goes towards the boards. Anderson Carlson able to break away with it, less than 4 minutes remaining. Texas is being forced to work to maintain their lead here against the Aviators. Ballbrand. They'll go to Lindgren. Moving in traffic, deep pass to Jansen, chipped away by Harstedt. Ballbrand tried to send it back down the boards, but instead it only gets to Philip Lundmark, whose pass is broken up by Carl Ballbrand once more. Heavy contact there. Injury on the court. A fight about to break out there on the court after that injury to Carl Ballbrand. Captain Zach Mellon, number 9. Speaking to coach of the 39ers, Peter Lindgren, trying to cool things off. Looks like he and Jonsson will go and talk to the referees after they have a discussion. That was a hard impact to number 37, Carl Paulbrandt. He's being evaluated by a trainer currently. Carl Paulbrandt now able to come off the court, helped by his teammates. He's at the bench now where he'll continue to be evaluated. Now we see in center court, it's still captains Zach Mellon and William Jonsson discussing with referee Yanni Schoen. As of right now, it looks like the penalty situation is this. Ludwig Jonsson, number 22 of the Texas 39ers, will be going to the penalty box. And Sebastian Åkesson of the Ohio Aviators also going to the penalty box, both on 2-minute penalties. With that being the case, we'll move to 4 versus 4 play for some of these critical last moments. Certainly not the kind of stoppage that Ohio was hoping for. And certainly a rough bend for Carl Paulbrandt, who has been a great performer and producer here of offensive opportunities for the Texas 39ers. Now play ready to resume here. It'll be a Texas ball. Jonsson to Lindgren. William Jonsson, far side. Both of these teams have a lot of fast players. They've certainly positioned most of them on the court here for this 4-on-4 play that's set to be a lot quicker than it will be physical. Anderson Carlson going to the boards there, a little slow to get up, but he's going to stay on the court. It'll be a Texas ball. Peter Lindgren set to take it from half court. A pass to Liljegren. Going to the corner, 2-on-1. Ball chipped up out of bounds. 39ers ball here on the hit in. Lindgren facing heavy pressure. Lundmark able to come away with it on the angle. Jonsson chips it away with his foot. He's able to get it to Liljegren. He's got Jonsson on the fast break, but he'll lose control of the ball with just too much momentum. Unable to get the shot attempt off on what would have been a phenomenal goal. And now Peter Schlad going to come off. The Aviators using an empty net strategy. For now, that only means they have 5 players on the court thanks to the Åkesson penalty. But still, it's going to give them advantage here in the last 3 minutes of play as they still have 2 goals to go to complete a come-from-behind victory. It's certainly not out of the realm of possibility, both because of how fast-paced floorball is, but also because of the grit this Aviators team has. Mellon working with Lundmark. Brorson going across, goes off the foot there of Anderson Carlson. Lundmark going to the boards there. Advantage granted. Shot attempt by Brorson. Powerful, but too powerful. Sailing out of bounds. Lindgren taking the ball, and it's an empty net opportunity. Schlad having to race to his own goal. The Aviators not expecting that deep of a fade there by the 39ers offense, but now Schlad back and set up. Liljegren shot wide right off the backboards. William Jonsson facing double coverage there. Schlad sprawling for the ball, knocks it away. Now Ohio with an opportunity, last 2 minutes. They'll bring Matt Smith back onto the court here for their 5-on-4 offense. 25 seconds remaining on both penalties. That shot deflected off the helmet of Larson, goes back out to Kalle Brorson at the point. 15 seconds left on the dual penalties. Larson coming away with the ball. He'll pass it down to Anderson Carlson. Empty net, goal attempt sailing just wide right. Schlad not going to try and come back onto the court. Grenipen sends it down to Lundmark. Jonsson in as well as Åkesson. Just over a minute remaining. 2 goals to go. Ohio running the empty net still. 6-on-5 play now. Philip Lundmark working with Åkesson. Far side. The ball sailing wide. Mellon able to chip it back out to Lundmark. He'll go across the court to Connor Brorsen. Mellon at the point. Down to Lundmark. He'll lose control on the sweep shot attempt, but it still gets out to Mellon. Brorsen across to Lundmark. Shot goes off the leg there of Peter Lindgren. 45 seconds remain. Brorsen to Mellon. Ball sailing behind him. 40 seconds left on the clock. The Aviators need a miracle here to complete the comeback. Lundmark. Shot goes off the body of Anderson Carlson. With every deflected ball, the Texas bench gets more excited. Hits awarded here to the Ohio Aviators. 24 seconds left on the clock. Shot attempt sailing wide past the box. Grenapin trying to get it to Smith to chip it in. Lindgren and Larson able to communicate well there. Time about to expire. Ball chipped up off the body of Anderson Carlson. And with that, play is ended. The Texas 39ers miracle run to start the season continues as they advance to 4-0 to start the 2024 NAFL season. The Ohio Aviators now fall to 1-3. Certainly not the start to the season they've wanted yet. It's been a phenomenal game of floorball, and certainly a great way to end our first day of play here live from F&M Bank Arena in Clarksville, Tennessee. Floorball fans, we hope you've enjoyed it just as much as we have. Your final score here, Texas 39ers 5, Ohio Aviators 3. And of course, stay on the broadcast as we bring you another exclusive NAFL post-game player interview. Well, floorball fans of the NAFL, we've just gotten done with our primetime floorball action live from F&M Bank Arena here. The Texas 39ers coming away with a win over the Ohio Aviators. I'm joined here by number 34, Kempa Rosian. How are you feeling after that win?
Yeah, that was an interesting game. We were nervous. They're high pressure in third period. They really got us off guard there. So they could have got it, but we were strong through all 3 periods.
Obviously, they came in with some goals early in the third period. Do you think that was a matter of motivation for them, or did they also make offensive shifts that you had to react to?
Yeah, we weren't ready for that that high pressure. I think they managed to capitalize on that. So I think they did a good job there. Caught us off guard, yeah.
Well, now you're 4-0. You've had a chance to work with this team. What do you think is going to be the biggest key to continuing this success as you look towards the Troy Cup?
I think we have good chemistry in our team, just maintaining flexibility and being always warmed up. I think the further this series is going, the more pain and struggles we're going to have. So just be ready at all times.
Well, best of luck doing just that, Kempa. Thank you for joining us. Floorball fans, don't worry. We've got more exciting floorball action coming to you live from F&M Bank Arena tomorrow. We'll have games at 10, 1, and 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll see you then. Until then, I've been your host, Tanner David.